To Lady Bear Park on the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College. It's Lady Bear softball game 2 this afternoon between Mississippi Delta and Southwest. It was a 10-2 final in game 1. Jensen Grimion getting the victory on sophomore day to lead the Bears. The Bears will go with a super sophomore, Jade Latham, here in game 2. Latham will be on the mound. Johnson, who actually pitched a little bit in game 1 for Mississippi Delta, will come back and get the start here in game 2 this afternoon. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First off, 76 degrees under sunny skies. An absolutely beautiful, beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Summit. Here's the Mississippi Delta starting lineup. Dallas Brown, the shortstops in the leadoff spot. Lane Tedder will be the first baseman at bat. Second is Morgan Bigby, the third baseman to bat third. McKinley Newcomer is the designated player in the fourth spot. Kyla Williams, the center fielder, bats fifth. Mary Scott Lofton will bat in the sixth spot. 7, 8, 9, it's Lexi Jones, the right fielder. Anna Carlisle, the catcher. And Riley Kate Locke will bat ninth and play left field. So a little bit different lineup for Mississippi Delta here in the nightcap. It's Brown, Tedder, and Bigby, Newcomer, Williams, and Lofton. Jones, Carlisle, and Locke. You look at the defense for the Lady Bears. It's Macy Miley getting the start in left. It's Mel Lewis in center. Bailey Buckley will be the left fielder. So Miley, Lewis, and Buckley with left to right. Along the infield is Jenkins, Brock, Mocha, and Mason. Ashley Rowlands behind the plate. Jade Latham is on the mound this afternoon for the Lady Bears. We're ready to go here in the nightcap. Again, the Lady Bears take game 1, 10-2. We're scheduled for a 4 o'clock first pitch, 3:57. The first pitch is thrown out, and it is back out of play, and it's no balls and a strike as we get underway here on sophomore night 2020. And we'll have the 0-1 pitch due Dallas Brown. We'll talk about some of these sophomores as we continue our broadcast this afternoon. That one up high to Brown. And the count will even to her now at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Dallas Brown and the 1-1 pitch doer here at Lady Bear Park. Brown awaits the 1-1 offering. That's a swing and a strike. And Brown will found herself down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boy, hard to believe that sophomore day is already here for these Lady Bears. Still got some playing games to do, but the rest of the games for the Lady Bears are in the road trip category. The 1-2 misses off the plate to Brown, and the count even now to Brown at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch due. 2-2 misses for ball 3. From Latham, and it's the count full to Dallas Brown now. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Brown will have a payoff pitch due. Three balls and 2 strikes to Brown. Here's the 3-2 payoff. That one's hit to center. Mel Lewis will settle under that one for out number 1. 1 gone here in the first inning. Couple of records we'll be looking for. Jade Latham is tied for the team's career home run record. That sits at 10. She needs 1 more, and she will be the all-time leader in home runs for the Lady Bears. 2 more home runs for Jade. She would tie the team's single season record. She, of course, has 7. The team record is 9. So we'll be watching those as far as Jade Latham goes. Jenna Brock has reached base in 11 straight games. Make that 12 now as she reached in game 1. Team record is 18. We'll be watching that record as the season progresses for Jenna Brock. The 1-0 will miss for ball 2, and it will go 2 balls and no strikes. One other record here. Jenna Brock needs 1 triple to tie the team's season record and 2 triples to break it. She has 3 triples right now. The record is 4. Swing and a miss by Teeter there, and the count goes 2 balls and a strike. So those are a couple of things we'll be watching. See if Jade Latham maybe gets that home run here this afternoon and go ahead and puts her names in the Bear record books here at Lady Bear Park. 2 balls, a strike, they count with 1 gone and the 2-1 pitch due. That one slapped down the third base line. That's a foul ball picked up by Jenkins, and the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, we talked in the first game about some of these sophomores, but Latham, who's on the mound, plans to attend William Carey University, pursue a bachelor's degree in chemistry, and then apply to pharmacy school. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss for out number 2. It's a strikeout for Latham, and 2 are gone. And although it's difficult, Jade says, to pick just one memory, hers would be getting able to meet 23 lifelong friends that are more than friends but sisters to her. To Jayden, not too many people can say this, but they truly start and end their softball careers on the same field in the same uniform, and making memories either from breaking program records as a team or to Michelle falling in the mud during a game. Those are some of the things that Jade Latham says that she will cherish forever as she will lead this Bear program. The 0-1 pitch misses that time and evens the count at a ball and a strike. Of course, Jade also a Phi Theta Kappa member, a Tri Beta Science Club member, got the 2019-2020 Hallbrook Award. The 2019-2020 Headwear Award, was a 2020 Academic Hall of Fame member. That one out to second. Can they throw her out? They do at first. Nice play by Moak to grab the out. 4-3 and retire the side. 1-2-3 here in the top of the first. To continue those accolades right quick for Jade Latham. She was an academic All-American, a 2-time NJCAA All-Academic First Team member, a 2-time MAC-JC First Team All-State, and a 2019 MAC-JC and NJCAA Player of the Week. So congratulations, number 24, sophomore Jade Latham, who has a perfect 1-2-3 top of the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's how the Bears will go to the plate. Jenna Brock will be in the leadoff spot. Madison Moak will play second base and bat second. Bailey Buckley will bat third. Maggie McGee will get the designated player spot in back cleanup for the Bears. Mel Lewis, the center fielder, will bat fifth. Haley Jenkins, the third baseman, will bat sixth. 7, 8, 9. It's Macy Miley, Ashley Rowland, and Shelby Mason. So Brock, Moak, and Buckley, McGee, Lewis, Jenkins, Miley, Rowland, and Mason. You look at the defense for Delta, Locke, Williams, and Jones along the outfield, with Big B, Brown, Lofton, and Teeter along the infield. Carlisle is the catcher, and Johnson is the pitcher. We talked about Miss Johnson coming on in relief in the first game. She will get the start here in game 2 and go to work against Jenna Brock. And the first pitch is a called strike to Jenna, and she's down in the count 0-1. Brock will leave Southwest, graduating and attend nursing school at UMMC. She will actually start June 1st in nursing school. The 0-1 to her, slapped it foul down the third base line. Her favorite memory as a Bear was having that water splashing fight in the trough after a hot defensive practice. Of course, after that, they went and had ice cream together. She says that's her favorite memory of being a Lady Bear. Here's the 0-2, slap to the third baseman. Picks it up and won't be able to make the throw to first, so she'll put that one in her pocket. Will Bigby and Brock will be aboard at first. So Brock has now reached base safely in 13 straight games. And she reaches safely here, even though it's an error. Jenna Brock safe at first. Here's Madison Moak now. First pitch to her, misses, gets away from the catcher, and going down to second base safely will be Brock. Madison Moak, who's going to be continuing her education at the University of Southern Mississippi. She will major in biology over at USM. Hopefully will become a physical therapist one day. That's her future plans for Miss Moak as she slaps out one foul. Moak, a Phi Theta Kappa member, a Tri Beta member, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, an NJCAA two-time all-academic team, and all-academic state as well. Some of the congratulatory thanks for Madison. The 1-1 pitch will miss for ball 2, and it will be 2 balls and a strike. Her favorite memory is the karaoke nights, and also aggravating Bailey when she sang "Rockin' Years" on the bus. That one hit. Shortstop can't handle that one. It's in the left, and the first 2 will reach for the Lady Bears here in the bottom of the first and second, and Bailey Buckley will come to the plate. Number 21, Madison Moak. We thank her for her contributions to Southwest Mississippi Community College. Buckley will bat now with first and second and nobody out, and already a meeting for Mississippi Delta with Brock and Moak. Really, the Brock one, more of an error. Brown really couldn't handle Moak's either, so a couple of miscues defensively for Mississippi Delta, and the Bears have something going here in the bottom of the first with 2 on and nobody out, and Bailey Buckley's spot in the order. So Carlisle will come out from behind the plate and give the sign to the defense with Buckley batting first and third and nobody out here in the Bear first. Here's the pitch. That one called a strike. They throw down, but Moak, the throw will be cut off. They'll give Moak second. They were watching to see what Jenna Brock was going to do, and she never left the third base back. So no balls and a strike for Buckley in the 0-1 pitch to the Lady Bear. That one hit right at the third baseman. Again, she bobbled it, and everybody's safe. Brock had to stay put to see if that one would be caught or not. So base is now loaded for the Lady Bears and Maggie McGee. So Maggie McGee getting a chance to bat with the bases loaded now for the Lady Bears. The first pitch to McGee is taken for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to count. The 1-0 pitch to McGee. Bases loaded, couple of errors and an infield single. That one slapped foul back out of play in the count even to Maggie McGee. Now at a ball and a strike. We'll continue recognizing some of these Bear sophomores throughout the broadcast this afternoon. We'll try to recognize each of them at some point during our broadcast here in Game 2. Here's the 1-1 to McGee. That one's on the inside half and misses for ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike for Maggie McGee now, and she'll have the 2-1 pitch to her. Two-1 pitch will be due for McGee. Bases loaded for the Lady Bears. The pitch misses for a ball, and it will go 3-1 now to Maggie McGee in the cleanup spot for the Lady Bears. So 3 balls and a strike for McGee. And now the 3-1 pitch to her. 3-1 is ball 4. And that's a free pass, and the Lady Bears score a run on the walk. Brock will walk home, bases still loaded. And Mel Lewis will come to the plate now for the Lady Bears. So the walk for McGee will bring Mel Lewis. That one hit right back to the pitcher. She'll go to the plate for the force out, and that's the only one they'll get. And it'll be a fielder's choice for Lewis. They'll retire Moak for out number 1 on the fielder's choice. Bases loaded, 1 out now. And Haley Jenkins to bat for the Bears. So Jenkins to the plate now for Southwest. The pitch. That one misses for a ball, 1-0 to Jenkins. So they count 1 ball and no strikes for Jenkins, and the 1-0 pitch due her. One 0 misses for a ball. It will go 2 balls and no strikes for Jenkins. So 2 balls and no strikes for Jenkins, and the 2-0 pitch due her. That one called a strike, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Jenkins, and the 2-1 pitch due her here at the ballpark. That one fought it off, dropped it into center field in front of the center fielder. Here comes 1 for the Lady Bears. Here comes 2, and it will be a single and 2 runs scored for the Bears. So 2 runs score for the Lady Bears. Lewis will stop at second. Jenkins is at first, and now Macy Miley to the plate in a 3-0 game. Pitch to Miley is a called strike. She's down in the count 0-1. Miley, a sophomore for the Bears, wants to or plans to attend the University of Southern Mississippi this fall. That pitch misses to her and evens the count at 1-1. She's a Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society member, Tri Beta Science Club member, and won the MACJC Distinguished Academic All-State, was second team NJCAA All-Academic, is on the President's List and Dean's List at Southwest. That one hit into center field. It will go. Lady Bears will score another run on that one with Lewis coming home. They'll stop Jenkins at second. It's a single for Miley. By the way, Miley says her favorite memory was probably beating Jones and also Shelby's concerts on the bus rides. And also her freshman year when Coach Shea smoked her in the forehead with the line drive shot when she was using a flat glove. Macy Miley here at Southwest. Here's Ashley Rowland now, the Bear catcher, in the first pitch. Will miss to her for a ball, 1-0. Rowland's the 8th lady to the plate for the Lady Bears here in the bottom of this first inning, with Southwest leading it 4-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Rowland. That one called a strike, and it's even 1-1 to her. So the count even at 1-1, and she'll have the 1-1 pitch to her. That one's a swinging strike. It's a foul ball. She got a piece of that one. Takes the count to a ball and 2 strikes for Ashley Rowland now, and she'll have the 1-2 pitch to her here at the ballpark. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Rowland. The 1-2 is off the plate for ball 2, and the count even now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count even 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ashley Rowland, and the 2-2 pitch due her. Johnson will check her sign. She'll go to the plate. The pitch misses for ball 3, and the count full to Ashley Rowland now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 payoff pitch coming. That one hit hard. Third baseman able to grab it, goes to the third base bag. And will retire Jenkins, round number 2, fielder's choice for Rowland, first and second for the Lady Bears. And Shelby Mason will be the batter. So Mason, the Bear first baseman, will bat first and second with 2 out. The pitch to her. Hits that one over the shortstop's head. That's a base knock. Scores another one for the Lady Bears on the single by the sophomore Mason. Miley will score. Rowland holds it second, first and second. And we'll go back to the top of the Bear order with Jenna Brock. Shelby, by the way, plans to attend Louisiana Tech University. He's going to pursue a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. She stands over at first base for the Lady Bears. The pitch to Brock misses for a ball. Shelby, by the way, a Phi Theta Kappa member, a Tri Beta Science Club member, member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, NJCAA All-Academic Second Team, and MACJC Distinguished Academic All-State as well. That one hit to second. They'll go the easy route over to the flip it to the shortstop on a 4-6 put out, and that'll retire the side. Lady Bears in 10. They score 5 runs on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left stranded. A full inning played in a 5-0 game. Finish up, by the way, on Shelby Mason. She says it's hard to pick just one of her favorite memories at Southwest. Says she'll always remember the fun nights in the dorm, the nerves before the big game, the dreaded timed mile, and the singing on the bus. So congratulations, number 2, Shelby Mason, another sophomore on this Bear ball club. As we go into the second inning for Jade Latham. Latham will work to newcomer Williams and Lofton. That's the 4, 5, and 6 spots in the Mississippi Delta order. And while we have a moment, we'll look at another one of our sophomores, Miss Morgan Smith. Morgan, who wears number 9, plans to go to Belhaven. And at Belhaven, she will have 4 years of softball while getting both her bachelor's and master's degree. After that, she plans to become a high school teacher and a softball coach. Morgan says her favorite memory was playing cards in the dorm every night. And her advice to her teammates is Colossians 3:23 and 24. By the way, she was also a Dean's List member. So congratulations, number 9, Morgan Smith, who is off to Belhaven for 4 more years of softball. We thank her for her contributions to this Southwest softball program. Well, we'll go into the top of the second inning here at the ballpark. 5-0 with newcomer Williams and Lofton. That's 4, 5, and 6 for Mississippi Delta, as they will come to the plate. 5-0 the Lady Bears leading this one here in game 2 on this beautiful 76-degree Sunday afternoon. Here's the pitch to newcomer. That one's hit down the line, a foul ball, and it's no balls and a strike to her, and she will have the 0-1 pitch awaiting her. So no balls and a strike for newcomer. She will have the 0-1 coming. Latham will get the sign, fire the pitch. It's up high for a ball, and the count even at 1-1. So the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Latham will fire the 1-1 pitch, and that's a swinging strike. And the count will go 1 ball and 2 strikes now to newcomer. Latham working here in game 2. Jensen Gremion got the win in game 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Newcomer, and a 1-2 pitch to her. That one off the plate. Evens the count to her now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Newcomer with a 2-2 pitch. Latham checks the sign back in that Lady Bear dugout with the 2-2 pitch. That one's off the plate, ball 3, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2. Pop that one up. Does it stay playable? It won't. It's back out of play, and the count will stay full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to McKinley Newcomer. 5-0. Lady Bears lead this. They strike for 5 runs on 4 hits in the bottom of the first inning, does the Lady Bears, as they come back here in the second to go to work against Delta. That one down the line and foul. And boy, Newcomer is battling it out with Jade Latham. Latham will get the sign. The pitch, that's hit to left, and that'll drop in front of Miley. And Newcomer will have a leadoff single here in the second inning. So leadoff single for McKinley Newcomer, the designated player. She's aboard, and Williams, the center fielder, will come to the plate for Delta. Lady Bears took game 1, 10-2. We play in game 2 here against Delta. Lady Bears on the road Wednesday. They'll make the trip down to Poplarville, take on Pearl River Community College. Here's the pitch. That one a strike called to Williams, and she's down in the count now, no balls and a strike. So no balls and a strike for Williams, and the 0-1 pitch due her. Latham works the 0-1. That one's a called strike. It's 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes for Williams, and the 0-2 pitch due her here in the second inning. The 0-2 is off the plate for a ball. It's a ball and 2 strikes for Williams now at the plate. One ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch to Williams. That one's fouled back out of the ballpark. Count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Checked it. Did she go around? She did not, and it's 2-2. Able to check her swing that time was Williams, and the count even to her at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 swung on and missed, and Williams will be down on strikes for round number 1. That's the second strikeout for Latham. And Mary Scott Lofton, the second baseman, will come to the plate here in the second inning. So Lofton to the plate now for Mississippi Delta. Bunts it high in the air, called by the third baseman Jenkins. So Lofton tried to bunt that one, but put it straight up in the air, and Jenkins able to grab that one. She's out, and that's out number 2. And Lexi Jones will bat. No advancing by Newcomer from first base now with 2 out. And Lexi Jones will be the batter for Delta. So Jones to bat here, the pitch. That one misses for a ball to Jones. It's 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Lexi Jones here at the ballpark, and the 1-0 pitch due. The 1-0 is tapped to the screen, and it's even, and a ball and a strike to Jones. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Jones, and the 1-1 pitch due her. That one hit hard, but right at the shortstop. Brock timed that one perfectly, and the side's retired. In the second, no runs, a hit for Delta. No errors, and Delta will leave 1 stranded. An inning and a half played. It's 5-0 Lady Bears as we head into the second inning of play. And while we have a moment, let's look at another one of our Bear sophomores. This time we recognize number 13, Anna Claire Crow. Crow will be continuing her education at Mississippi State University and will be majoring in accounting. She's a Phi Theta Kappa member, a Tri Beta member, a member of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and is also on the Dean's List. Says her memory, well, she's made a lot of them, but for unforgettable memories, well, beating Jones is up on the top of the list. And she also mentions one certain night at Santa Fe with Shelby, Ashley, and Bailey. And also all the quality nights in the dorms that spent together with her girls. We congratulate number 13, Anna Claire Crow, for all that she has done for Southwest softball. Madison Moak to lead off the second here in a 5-0 game. Moak, infield hitter, first time. She's 1 for 1 with as she comes to the plate here for the Lady Bears. The 1-0 pitch slapped down the first base side, and Moak's got herself a base hit. So the Lady Bears get the leadoff batter on, and Madison Moak with a single. And that'll bring Bailey Buckley, who reached on an error her first time, to the plate here in this second inning. Buckley reached on that error and scored for Southwest. Bears leading it by a score of 5-0 here in the second. She will show bunt. Runner takes off, and in the second safely will go Madison Moak. So Moak goes into second base safely. The pitch to Buckley will miss for a ball. So Buckley ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes, and she will have a 1-0 pitch due her here in the second inning. Johnson will throw the 1-0. That one hit to left. Base hit. Bears will hold the runner at third. It's a single for Buckley, back-to-back singles for the Bears. And Southwest has runners first and third, and Maggie McGee, the designated player, to bat. McGee walked with the bases loaded back in the first. Later came around to score a run of her own for the Lady Bears, and she bats here in the second inning. The pitch, a swinging strike to McGee, and she will be down in the count, no balls and a strike. So no balls and a strike for Maggie McGee, and she will have the 0-1 due her. That one misses for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike, it goes for McGee, and she will have the 1-1 pitch due her here at the ballpark. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes ball 2. So that'll take the count to 2 balls and a strike to McGee now, in the 2-1 pitch to her. Lady Bears lead it 5-0. 5 runs in the bottom of the first. Bears come to the plate here in the second. 2 on and nobody out. McGee at the plate. Shows bunt again. Bunts that one straight in the air, foul. It's 2-2. So the count even to McGee now. 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the second inning. Now the 2-2 pitch. Off the plate, ball 3, and that'll take the count full to McGee now. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and McGee will have a payoff pitch to her. Three-two payoff is swung on and missed. McGee will strike out for out number 1. First strikeout recorded by Johnson. Here comes Mel Lewis to the plate now for the Lady Bears. Mel reached on a fielder's choice, came around to score her first time for Southwest. Baseball just got started in game 2 with Mississippi Delta. Delta winning game 1 over Coach Ken Jackson and the Bears. We'll keep an eye on game 2 for you this afternoon. Mel Lewis to the plate now, the pitch to her. She shows bunt, yanks it back for strike. It's 0-1. Buckley moved on over to second base with no throw, so second and third for the Bears. No balls and a strike to Lewis. Now the 0-1 pitch to Mel. That's off the plate for a ball, and it's even to Lewis now at a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike to Lewis with the 1-1 pitch to her. That one's fouled back out of the park, and it will go to a ball and 2 strikes now for Lewis. So a ball and 2 strikes to Mel Lewis, and the 1-2 pitch will be due the Bear center fielder. 1-2 misses and evens the count to Lewis now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count even to Lewis, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Lewis will have a 2-2 pitch due her. 2-2 pitch misses for ball 3. Now Lewis ahead in the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Lewis will have a payoff pitch due her. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a payoff pitch due Lewis. That one hit hard. Second baseman able to clobber it down, but won't get anybody out, and the Lady Bears will score a couple of runs. Moak would have scored anyway. Buckley comes around for the Lady Bears as well. Lewis has herself a single. And it's 7-0 Bears now. And Haley Jenkins will come to the plate here in the second inning. Jenkins singled her first time. Hits that one right at the shortstop. She'll take the easy route to second and get an out. Won't get Jenkins at first on a fielder's choice, as Lewis will be retired for out number 2. And now Macy Miley will bat with 2 out for the Lady Bears. Miley singled and scored back in the first. Comes to the plate here in the second inning for Southwest with the runner at first and 2 out now, and the Lady Bears leading 7-0. That one hit right at the third baseman. She'll make the throw to first this time, and a 5-3 put out. and Miley is retired. Lady Bears get 2 more. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and leave 1 stranded. We have played 2 innings. 7-0. The Bears lead this one. And I tell you what, we will, well, let's recognize another sophomore right quick instead of stepping aside as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. We'll recognize number 16, Mackenzie Altamont. Mackenzie, future plans to attend Nichols State University in the fall. Plans to pick up a master's degree in psychology and hopes to become a licensed professional psychologist. While Mackenzie's been at Southwest, she's a member of Phi Theta Kappa, was named an NJCAA second team All-Academic and Distinguished Academic All-State. Her favorite memory, she will cherish her time at Southwest, those late night food runs, car rides with the girls, visiting the hometowns of her besties for their birthdays, and Oreo pie nights with Michelle. That's just a few of the things that she will remember. She also has a fond memory of that Orange Beach tournament back in her freshman year. The bus ride both down there and back, and how memorable it was with her teammates. We thank you, number 16, Mackenzie Altamont, and your contributions to Southwest Mississippi Community College and to our softball program. Here we go in the top of the 3rd. Anna Carlisle to lead things off. The catcher bats here in the top of the 3rd for Mississippi Delta as Jade Latham will continue to work. In the pitch, a called strike to Carlisle, and she's down 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Carlisle. As we play here in the top of this 3rd inning, the 0-1. Skies out one to left. Miley, with the sun in her eyes, settles under it, grabs it, and Carlisle is out number 1 here in this 3rd inning. So 1 gone, and Riley Kate Locke will be the batter with 1 out here in this 3rd inning. So Locke to the plate. She will be the 9th lady to face Jade Latham. So Latham will finish the first time through the order as she deals with Locke. The pitch misses to her for a ball, and it's 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Riley Kate Locke at the plate here. Lady Bear Park on this Sunday afternoon. Here's the 1-0. That one misses for ball 2, and it will go 2 balls and no strikes now to Locke. Sophomore afternoon, I guess we can call it, instead of sophomore night. Sophomore afternoon here at the ballpark, and the Lady Bears win the first one 10-2. They're on their way here in the second one, leading 7-0 to 2-0. Misses for ball 3, and it will go 3 balls and no strikes for Locke now. So let's see if Jade Latham can come back and find a strike for Miss Locke. 3 balls, no strikes, the 3-0 pitch. Called a strike that time. It's 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike for Locke, in the 3-1 pitch due her. Latham looks into that Southwest dugout for the 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. So she will walk Locke. 1-on-1 out for Mississippi Delta. As we go back to the top of the order, the shortstop Dallas Brown will come to the plate now for Delta. Well, a busy week on campus. Soccer will be in action. Their rival Colin tomorrow afternoon. Ladies up first, of course. There's a strike they'll throw to first. Getting back safely to the bag is Locke. It's no balls and a strike for Brown. Believe it's 1-3 tomorrow afternoon for soccer with Colin. Ladies at 1. Bear men follow at 3. The 0-1. Foul to the screen. It's no balls and 2 strikes to Brown. And she's down in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes here in the top of this third inning. Bear TV, by the way, will have Southwest Soccer for you tomorrow with Colin in town. No balls and 2 strikes to Brown and the 0-2 pitch Dewar. That one called strike 3, and Brown down on strikes for round number 2.
The first baseman, Laney Tedder.
Laney Tedder will be the batter. She was a strikeout victim her first time. She comes to the plate here in the top of the third with 1 on and 2 out for the Mississippi Delta. The pitch to her misses up high for a ball. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 ball, no strikes to count, and the 1-0 pitch due with 2 out. Swinging strike that time. Evens the count at 1-1. They'll throw back down to first, but again, Locke will slide in safely there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Top half of inning number 3 here at the ballpark in Summit on the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College. The 1-1 deep short. Brock will knock it down, but nothing more. It's an infield single. So first and second with 2 out for Mississippi Delta. Now their third baseman, Morgan Bigby, will come to the plate. She was a ground out her first time, so she's 0 for 1 as she comes to the plate here in this third inning. Approaching an hour of softball played here at the ballpark this afternoon. Here's the pitch. That one taken up high by Bigby, and the count 1 ball, no strikes to her. So Bigby at the plate, 1 ball, no strikes to her. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Called a strike, and it's even to Bigby now at a ball and a strike as Jade Latham works to her here in this third inning. One ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 pitch. That one's called a strike. It's 1-2. So ball and 2 strikes to Morgan Bigby, and the 1-2 pitch will be due her here in the third inning. There's the 1-2, just missed for ball 2. And that will even the count to Bigby now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count even to Morgan Bigby, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Bigby will have the 2-2 pitch to her. 2-2 is slapped foul. Will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count even to Bigby, 2 balls and 2 strikes after the foul ball. And now Jade Latham will throw Bigby another 2-2 pitch. That one's off the plate for ball 3. And the count will go full to Bigby now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Bigby will have a payoff pitch due. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and here's the payoff. Latham gets the sign from the dugout. 3-2's foul to the screen. And it will stay 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls and 2 strikes to Bigby, and another 3-2 payoff pitch. Latham will have to deal another one to her. That one hit hard. Third baseman got some glove on it, but couldn't get the play. And the run's going to score from third. That's Locke, who's going to score on the play. And they will be at second and third now. Bigby will move over to second on the throw. And now McKinley Newcomer will be the batter as Mississippi Delta gets on the board here in the top of the third inning. A walk and a couple of base hits. Now Newcomer, who singled and was left stranded back in the second, she will come to the plate here in the third. The pitch misses to her for a ball, 1-0. Now the Bears want to talk it over. Assistant coach Hannah Price will come to the mound. She wants to talk with Jade Latham after a walk, a strikeout, and then a back-to-back singles has put Mississippi Delta on the board here in the top half of this third inning. Bears used two pitchers last time, Jensen Grimion and then Freeman came on in relief of her to close that one down. The Bears took a 10-2 game in a 5-inning game here earlier. They work in the top of the third of this one with the Lady Bears leading at 7-1, and McKinley Newcomer, the designated player at the plate, 1 ball and no strikes to her here in this third inning. So the pitch is called and it swung on and missed. And it's even to Newcomer now at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to McKinley Newcomer, and she will have the 1-1 pitch due her. That one's it back at Latham. She'll go from her knees to first and get the out, 1-3, and retire the side into third. Well, Mississippi Delta will get a run. They get a run on a couple of hits. They leave a couple of ladies stranded. We've played 2.5 here at the ballpark in Summit. Lady Bear lead cut to 6 at 7-1, with the Bears sending Rolling Mason and Brock the 8, 9, and 1 spots to the plate. And while we have a moment, let's recognize another sophomore. This time, big props to number 22, Jayden Davis. Jayden, who plans to attend the University of Southern Mississippi, will pursue a bachelor's degree in math. Jayden wants to be a math teacher one day. She is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and also an academic all-state. Says she could write a book about all her favorite memories. Most of the ones that were made in secretive dorm night activities. Seeing her 3 favorite supporters in the stands at every home game has been important to her. The post-game talks with her suite mates. And one that she says she appreciates this only child getting to have a whole bunch of sisters. Congratulations, number 22, Jayden Davis, who leaves lasting advice to her teammates to have fun, control what you can control, and to let it go. Number 22, Jayden Davis, thank you for your contributions to Southwest softball and, of course, to Southwest Mississippi Community College. Well, Coach Shea Johnson's coming out. Looks like he's going to make a change here. It's number 5. That's a sophomore, Hannah, who will come on and bat in Roland's spot here in the third inning.
Moving off the bottom of the third inning for Southwest, number 5, Hannah Fuel.
So Hannah Fuel will lead things off. Hannah's to the plate here in the third inning to face Miss Johnson. The pitch to her. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Hannah, another one of those sophomores. We'll talk a little about her as we continue on the broadcast this afternoon. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That catches the plate for a strike, and it's even to her now at 1-1. Bottom half of the third inning here from the ballpark in Summit. Lady Bears leading this one 7-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 pitch due. That misses for ball 2. Hannah, by the way, plans to attend Centenary College to further her academic and athletic career. From there, she plans to attend University of Mississippi Medical School. Wants to be a dermatologist one day. She's a member of Phi Theta Kappa and Tri Beta. And her favorite memory so far is working with Coach Hannah to get her recruiting videos together and finish the recruiting process by committing to Centenary College. Congratulations to number 5, Hannah Fuel, who says, stay positive in the face of adversity. We appreciate her and her contributions to Southwest Mississippi Community College. Count's gone full to her, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Hannah will have a 3-2 pitch due, and that one's fouled back. And the count will stay full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3 balls and 2 strikes and a 3-2 payoff due for the sophomore catcher. That's ball 4. Hannah draws the free pass. And the leadoff lady on for the Lady Bears here in the 3rd inning. And it looks like that may be all for Miss Johnson. They're going to swap catchers for sure, it would appear, as they bring a new catcher on. Newcomer who's going to go back behind the plate. It looks like McPherson's going to go to the mound. So McPherson to the mound. Newcomer will come back in, catch. They made one other change. I think Hannah Carlisle's going to be the 3rd baseman. I think those are all the changes. So Carlisle will become the 3rd baseman. Newcomer comes on to catch. McPherson will be the new pitcher for Johnson. She goes 2+ innings, gives up 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, 7 runs, and she will walk 1 in the game and strike out 1 in the game as well. So McPherson will come on to pitch. It looks like Anna Crow is going to bat. And Shelby Mason spot in the Bear order.
Now catching for Mississippi Delta, number 16, Mason.
As the Bears start to go to their bench a little bit with Hannah Fuel and now Anna Claire Crow. Home plate umpire over to talk with Coach Jade Johnson, wants to make sure he's got all the moves correct. Now those will
Number 17, Anna Carlisle. Shortstop, number 22, Morgan Bigby.
Bigby will go to the shortstop. That's the one I missed. So Bigby will go to shortstop. So Carlisle's the 3rd baseman. Bigby's the shortstop. Newcomer's the catcher. And McPherson's the new pitcher. Those are the changes for Mississippi Delta. We know Anna Claire Crow's going to bat for the Bears as soon as we can get all the changes. Coach Shea Johnson had his card out for a long time talking with the home plate umpire. Now it looks like all the changes made.
Now batting for Southwest, number 13, Anna Claire Crow.
So now Crow will bat for Mason. She will face McPherson, who goes to work in the first pitch. Misses for a ball, 1-0. The 1 ball and no strikes for Anna Claire Crow here in the bottom half of the third inning. Lady Bears 5 in the first, 2 in the second. The pitch misses for ball 2, and it's 2 balls and no strikes now for Crow. Two balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. Popped that one up. Deep second baseman will come over Lofton and grab that one. And Crow retired for round number 1. As we go back to the top of the order, and the Bears shortstop Jenna Brock to bat. Brock has reached on an error and also grounded out in a couple of trips to the plate this afternoon for the Lady Bears. Brock, the slap hitter, slaps one to left, but it's right into the glove of Locke. And that's out number 2. So 2 gone for the Bears. And Madison Moak will bat now. We had 2 out and a runner at first. Pitch to Moak will miss for a ball, 1-0 to her. One ball and no strikes to Moak. Here's the 1-0 pitch to her. Pop that one up. Foul territory. Can anybody grab it? They cannot. And the count will even to Moak now at a ball and a strike. So the count even to Madison Moak at 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch will be due her. Now the 1-1 pitch. That one hit to left. That will be caught by the left fielder. And the side retired for the Bears here in the third inning. No runs for Southwest on no hits, no errors. They leave 1 stranded. 3 innings played, 7-1 in favor of the Lady Bears as we head towards the top of the 4th. And we've got one more Bear sophomore to recognize, so we'll do that right now. Number 23, Jolie Freeman. Jolie Freeman will be furthering her education at the University of Southern Mississippi. Will be majoring in accounting. While at Southwest, she was awarded the FCA Player of the Month award. She's also a member of Phi Theta Kappa and Tri Beta. She says her favorite memory at Southwest was her freshman year when the Bears traveled to Gulf Shores to play in that tournament. She got to pitch 2 games against Bishop State. Said that she also wants to wish to her teammates the best of luck with everything you do in life. No matter where you go or what you do, do it to the best of your God-given abilities. We thank you, number 23, Jolie Freeman, for your contributions to Southwest Mississippi Community College and, of course, to this Lady Bear softball program. Well, Jade Latham will be done after 3 innings of work. Mackenzie Altamont will come on and pitch. 3 innings of a 2-hit, 1-run work for Latham. She strikes out 1, 2, 3 in the game. She will walk. Let's see, 1 walk, and that's the only run that came around a later score. So Mackenzie Altamont will take over here in the 4th inning for the Bears on the mound against Mississippi Delta with Williams, Lofton, and Jones coming to the plate. And don't forget, Bear Baseball's back at home. They will have Pearl River in town on Wednesday afternoon, 3 o'clock first pitch. You hear those games and watch those games for that matter right here on Bear TV from over at Bear Park, which sits just to our left of Lady Bear Park here on the Southwest campus. First one's fouled off the bat of Williams. She will go down in the count, no balls and a strike, and we'll have the 0-1 pitch due her. Sunday afternoon softball, these games originally scheduled for yesterday, but midweek they were moved to Sunday due to the bad weather that was expected. And it did get tough, I will say, throughout Pike County during the overnight hours Friday night into Saturday morning. But we get beautiful weather here on Sunday afternoon to play softball. 1 strike to Williams, and the 1-1 pitch due her here in the fourth inning. That one misses for a ball, and it will go 2-1 as Mackenzie Altamont works in relief here in the fourth inning for Southwest. Now the 2-1 pitch. That one catches the plate for a strike, and it's even to Williams now, 2 balls and 2 strikes to her. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Williams, and the 2-2 pitch. That one misses for ball 3, and the count full to Williams now. She was a strikeout victim in her only at bat earlier in the game, that one against Jade Latham. Altamont works to her now, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and a 3-2 payoff pitch coming. And that's ball 4. So Williams draws the free pass, and she will be aboard here in the top of the fourth with Mary Scott Lofton, who hit one right at the third baseman Jenkins. It was a pop-up trying to bunt earlier. But Lofton will bat, and the pitch to her. She skies one to center. Lewis comes over, grabs that one, and Lofton's retired for out number 1. So 1 gone, and Lexi Jones will come to the plate. She's 0 for 1 as she steps to the plate here in the top of this fourth inning for the Lady Bears. Lady Bears softball right here on Bear TV this afternoon. We thank you, of course, for joining us in this 7-1 game this afternoon. The first one misses for a ball, and it will be 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch will be due. And that one will even the count now to ball and a strike. That one hit soft, hit on the ground, first base side, and foul. One ball and 2 strikes to count for Jones. And the 1-2 pitch due her here in the fourth inning. 1 on, 1 out right now for Mississippi Delta here in this fourth inning. That one misses for ball 2, and the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Lexi Jones. And Jones will have a 2-2 pitch due her. So 2 balls and 2 strikes for Jones. There's the 2-2. That one misses for ball 3. To throw down won't be in time. And Williams will go into second base. So Delta will put Williams at second base. She's in the scoring position. And Jones will have a 3-2 payoff pitch due her here in the fourth inning. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff is foul to the screen. And the count will stay full to Jones now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the count full to Jones at 3-2. Three-two payoff is ball 4. Jones will draw the free pass, and they're at first and second with 1 out.
Number 17.
Now Anna Carlisle will come to the plate. Carlisle will bat with 2 on and 1 out here in this fourth inning for Mississippi Delta. Carlisle's 0 for 1 as she comes to the plate. And the Fuel took a long look down the second where Williams is at that time, but decided not to throw. Here's the 1-0. That one hit towards center. Another chance for Lewis backing up. She'll make that grab. Tagging from second, moving over to third is Williams. That's out number 2 here in the 4th inning.
The left fielder, Riley Kate Lack.
And now Riley Kate Lack will bat. She will come to the plate with 2 out. And runners first and third for Mississippi Delta here in the top of this 4th inning. Don't forget, on campus, we have Bear soccer tomorrow at Gulf Coast. Wednesday, it's Bear baseball with Pearl River. Friday, it's more Bear soccer, and then Saturday, Bear baseball. So a lot of sports on campus this week. Of course, these Lady Bears playing their final regular season game here at Lady Bear Park this afternoon. First pitch misses for a ball, and it's 1-0 to the 9-hole hitter. And she will be due her 1-0 pitch from Altamont. Now it looks like Altamont's got the one she wants. The pitch misses for ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes to her. Two-0 pitch. Swinging and fouling that one away. The count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Bears trying to get away from this top of the 4th inning. Couple of walks and a couple of fly balls. 2 on, 2 out as we work here in the top of this 4th inning. Now the 2-1 pitch due. Now one's fouled back out of the park, and the count even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes as Altamont works here in the 4th inning. The 2-2 swung on and missed. And Altamont will strike her out to retire the side. No runs on no hits, no errors. 2 left for Mississippi Delta. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning here at the ballpark in Summit, with the Lady Bears leading it by a score of 7-1. They'll have the 3, 4, and 5 spots in the Lady Bear order in Buckley, McGee, and Lewis, who will be scheduled to the plate, as it looks like McPherson who came on in relief in the 3rd inning, is going to work this 4th inning as well for Mississippi Delta here this afternoon. Let's check baseball real quick for you. In baseball action, they are in the 3rd inning with the Bears leading Mississippi Delta. Score is 6-0. Looks like Delta has the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th inning, but the Bears again in baseball action leading Delta 6-0 in game 2. That one skied to center. Grabbing it on the first pitch off Buckley's bat is the center fielder for round number 1. So 1 gone for the Lady Bears here in the 4th inning, and that'll bring Maggie McGee to the plate. She's walked and struck out and has scored a run for the Lady Bears.
18, Amber Cowart.
And batting for her will be Amber Cowart. So Amber Cowart comes off the Bear bench and will bat in the first pitch. Misses for a ball to her, 1-0. Lewis waits next for the Bears to pitch on the ground towards the third baseman. She'll cock fire, go to first. They'll have to tag her over there, but getting the out there. And Cowart's retired 5-3 on the putout. She is outnumbered 2, and now Mel Lewis will bat with 2 out for the Bears. So Lewis will bat here in the bottom of the 4th for Southwest. The pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Of course, behind us we see the Southwest football field. Speaking of football, we got a couple of new coaches on campus. Here's the 1-0 pitch first. Called a strike, and it's even 1-1. Tuesday night's edition of Inside Bear Athletics will feature Coach Collins talking about the summer camps and, of course, his fundraising opportunities. That one misses for ball 2, but it will also feature the new offensive and defensive coordinators for Coach Collins and the Bears. Hope you'll join us Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. It's Inside Bear Athletics on all of the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. The 2-1 is a called strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now to Mel Lewis, and Lewis will have a 2-2 pitch doer here in the bottom of this 4th inning. The 2-2 fouls that one out of the park and keeps the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes to her. Count stays even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 is hit to left and a 2-out base hit for Mel Lewis. Will give Jenkins a chance to bat for the Bears here in the 4th. So Jenkins with the chance to bat here in the 4th for the Bears. Jenkins has singled and reached on a fielder's choice in a couple of trips to the plate to pitch. She will take it for a ball. Newcomer will lose track of it for a moment, and Mel Lewis will take advantage of the opportunity and move down to second. So she's at second base, 1 ball and no strikes. The count to Jenkins, and the 1-0 pitch misses that time for ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch misses for ball 3, and now Jenkins working way ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes to Jenkins, and McPherson throws her to 3-0. Now called a strike. It's 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike for Jenkins now in the 3-1 pitch doer here on this Sunday afternoon. That one's hit right at the third baseman. In the dirt, digging it out to first baseman. And Jenkins is retired 5-3, and thus the Bears are retired here in the 4th. No runs, a hit, no errors. Bears leave 1 stranded. We've played 4 innings. Bears lead at 7-1 as we head towards the top of the 5th, and the top 3 in the order for Mississippi Delta will come to the plate. Tell you what, we hadn't done this all day. Let's step aside for a 60-second break here on Bear TV.
Moving on the first base for Southwest, number 2, Shelby Mason. Now pitching for the Lady Bears, numbers 3, Jensen Grimion.
Well, back here to Lady Bear Park, Mackenzie Altamont will pitch 1 inning. She'll throw the 4th inning. Bears will go back to Jensen Grimion now to pitch the 5th. Grimion threw 4 innings in the earlier game and a win for the Lady Bears. She will return to this one to face the top 3 in the Mississippi Delta order and be the 3rd pitcher used for coaches Shade Johnson and the Lady Bears. Well, of course, continue to keep an eye on other athletics. Right now, baseball's at Mississippi Delta. Let's check that score for you right quick. It is in the bottom of the 5th, now 6-3 in favor of the Bears with 2 outs. So Delta had the bases loaded, and it's now 6-3. There's still a couple of men on for Delta, but 2 out in that game. So again, we'll keep an eye on that one. They'll get the scorecards all straightened out here. As Jensen's Grimion is ready to go, and she's ready to face Dallas Brown. But first, the Delta coach wants to make sure he's got his scorecard in proper working condition. So everybody appears set and ready.
Top of the 5th inning for Mississippi Delta, number 16, Mason Coleman.
And Mississippi Delta going to go to their bench and get Coleman. So Coleman will bat here in the 5th. I'll go over to Coach Shade Johnson, make sure everything's correct with his scorecard. Coleman will bat for Dallas Brown here in the top of this 5th inning. When it gets started, Jensen Grimion will come back on to pitch for the Bears. Both officials have spoken to Delta. Now they speak to Coach Shade Johnson. And now everybody appears satisfied. So now that everybody is satisfied, let's get the top of the 5th inning going. Jensen Grimion back to work for the Lady Bears, with the Bears leading at 7-1 here at the ballpark in Summit. Now on a swinging strike to Coleman. It's 0-1 to her. Looking back at some of the let's see here. Grimion, 0-1 pitch to her. Fouls that one to the screen. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Latham, Altamont, now Jensen Grimion works the top of the 5th inning here at the ballpark in Summit. No balls, 2 strikes to Coleman, the pinch hitter. That one's called a strike, and Coleman will go down on strikes, and she's out number 1. So Coleman down looking to Grimion. And Tedder will be the batter. She has struck out and singled in 2 trips to the plate. She will come to the plate here in the 5th inning. Face Grimion. The pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to count. Lady Bears took the first one 10-2. They lead this one 7-1 as we play here in the top of the 5th. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one called a strike. It's even at 1-1. Jensen Grimion, a chance like Latham to break some Bear records if she continues her good work. 1 ball, 1 strike, and now time called. A single season wins by a pitcher currently held by Latham from 2019 is 14. Jensen's looking at 11 right now. 2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 pitch due. There's that 2-1 now from Grimion. Called a strike, and the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mississippi Delta and Southwest. Game 2 action here this afternoon. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch due. Two is off the plate and takes it full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bears got out of that jam down. They lead at 6-4 going to the top of the 6th at Mississippi Delta. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count the 3-2. That hits her. So Delta will get a base runner here in the 5th inning and bring the third base, the shortstop, Morgan Bigby, to the plate. Bigby has singled and grounded out in 2 trips to the plate as she steps to the plate here in the 5th inning. The pitch to her is taken for a ball, 1-0 to Bigby. So 1 ball and no strikes from Jensen Grimion. Grimion looks to the dugout, fires the 1-0 pitch. That one misses for ball 2, and will take it now to 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls and no strikes to count. The 2-0 pitch is called a strike. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike as Grimion works to Bigby, and the 2-1 pitch to her here in the 5th inning. That one called a strike, and the count even to Bigby now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bigby, and now a 2-2 pitch from Grimion. That one skied back out of play. Count stays even, 2-2. So the count stays even to Bigby at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Bigby will throw a 2-2 pitch. Or wait a 2-2 pitch, and that's hit to left, a base hit. So runners first and second for Mississippi Delta now. And newcomer will come to the plate. So newcomer, who is currently the catcher, will come to the plate. She is singled and grounded out in 2 trips. First and second with 1 out here in the top half of inning number 5 here at Lady Bear Park. The pitch popped up on the infield. First baseman Mason wants that one. She'll grab it for out number 2. So 2 gone now, and Kyla Williams will be the batter. She's walked and struck out in a couple of plate appearances this afternoon. She walked us stranded at 3rd back in the 4th off Mackenzie Altamont. She struck out against Jade Latham back in the 2nd. The pitch A called strike to her from Jensen Grimion in the 0-1 pitch, too. No balls, strike to Williams. Swinging strike 2 right there. And Williams will be down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. So no balls and 2 strikes to Williams with the 0-2 pitch to her. Swinging strike 3, and Williams goes down on strikes, and that'll retire the 5th. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left for Mississippi Delta. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Lady Bears leading it by a score of 7-1. The Bears look like, with Coach Shea Johnson grabbing his scorecard, that they're going to make some more substitutions as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Don't forget Bears soccer tomorrow. Our rival Colin's in town, 1 o'clock over at the soccer facility here at Southwest. The soccer facility, if you don't know where that is, that's directly behind the Bear baseball field. They'll have women's action and men's action in soccer tomorrow. Tuesday night, don't forget Inside Bear Athletics, our weekly look at what's happening inside the Southwest Athletic Department. It's an all-football edition. Head coach Collins will be with us to talk about his camps and also a golf tournament fundraiser he's got coming up. But we'll also get the chance to be introduced to the new offensive and defensive coordinator for the Bear football team as they get ready to take the field this fall in September. Hope you'll join us for that. It's coming up 6 o'clock Tuesday night inside Bear Athletics right here on Bear TV. And then, of course, Wednesday night, Pearl River's in town with Bear baseball. We'll have that twin bill for you on Bear TV as well. Jayden Davis going to get a chance to bat for the Bears. She'll bat in Miley's spot here in the 5th inning, and she will take a first pitch strike. So Davis a chance to bat here in the 5th for the Bears. Bears up 7-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tapper back to the pitcher. She couldn't handle it. Shortstop comes over, grabs it, and will get Jayden Davis on a 6-3 put out. And Davis will be out number 1, and here's Hannah Fuel. Hannah walked her first time and was left stranded. That was back in the 3rd inning as she comes to the plate here in the 5th inning for the Bears. First pitch to her misses high for a ball, 1-0. We're in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Bears leading at 7-1 here at Lady Bear Park on the Southwest campus. 1 ball, no strikes to 1-0. Hit down the line, that's a base knock. Fuel around first and will stop there with a single. So a 1-out base hit for the Bears. And the Bears will have, looks like a runner for Fuel. Who they going to get? They'll get number 10 out of that Bear. That's Walker, who's going to run. So Walker will run it first for the Lady Bears. She will stand at first for Southwest. And Mason will be at the plate now for the Bears. Mason singled her first time. She was pinched hit for, but it re-enters this game and will bat for her second at bat here in the 5th inning for the Bears.
Now batting the first baseman, Shelby Mason.
Mason 1 for 1 as she comes to the plate to face McPherson. Shows bunt, pulls it back to throw down, not in time. And Walker will go into second base for the Lady Bears. So Walker in the scoring position now for Mason. 1 ball, no strikes for Shelby Mason at the plate here in the 5th inning for the Bears. McPherson will fire the pitch to Crow, the 1-0. Is caught by the first baseman. Going back to the bag is Walker, and that's out number 2. Well, I think you're seeing that on TV. She dove right there to the first base side of the circle to retire Mason. Now Jenna Brock will bat. 2 out, runner at second. Brock's reached on an error, flew out, and grounded out in the contest. She now has 13 straight games that she's been on base. Team record, by the way, is 18 for the Bears. Here's the 1-0. That one called a strike to Brock. And the count even to her now, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1 ball, 1 strike pitched to Brock. Up high that time for a ball, 2-1. Bears had a big first inning. They sent 10 to the plate. Scored 5 runs on 4 hits. They scored 2 more in the second. Haven't scored since, have the Lady Bears. Got a runner in scoring position here in the 5th. With 2 out, and the 2-1 pitch is ball 3, and that will take it to 3 balls and a strike now to Jenna Brock. And Brock will be due her 3-1 pitch. 3-1's a swinging strike, and the count will go full to Brock now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, and now a payoff to Brock. And that's ball 4. So Brock with the walk will put him first and second for the Lady Bears and bring Madison Moak, who singled twice and flew out. 2 for 3 as she bats for the Lady Bears here in the 5th inning. So Moak to the plate, the pitch. Called a strike to her, and she'll be down in the count. No balls, a strike. So no balls, a strike for Moak in the 0-1 pitch to her here in the 5th inning. That one hit to center. It will drop in front of the center fielder. Here comes the play at the plate. It won't be in time. Lady Bears will score the run, and to make it an 8-1 game, Moak will single. And that will put runners at first and third for the Bears with Buckley due. Now a conversation with Mississippi Delta. They want to talk things over on the mound in this 8-1 game. 2 out, but the Bears get a 2-out single off the bat of Madison Moak to score the run, to make it a 8-1 ball game here at Lady Bear Park. So that meeting will break up, and we will have Bailey Buckley to the plate. Buckley a home run in the earlier game here for the Bears. That's been the only one that left the park this afternoon for either team. She bats here with runners first and second and 2 out. The pitch is strike to her. It's no balls and a strike to Buckley. So no balls and a strike for Bailey Buckley in the 0-1 pitch to her here in the 5th inning. Hit on the ground towards the third baseman. She bobbles it. Everybody's safe. Everybody's safe, and the base is loaded with 2 out now for the Bears. And Amber Cowart will bat. Amber grounded out her first time. She comes to the plate for the Lady Bears. Base is loaded and 2 out here in the 5th. Cowart with a chance to bat, and the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Amber Cowart, and the 1-0 pitch to her. That one called a strike, and the count even to Cowart now at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Amber Coward and the 1-1 pitch doer. That one called a strike. It's 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes for Amber Coward and the 1-2 pitch due. That one misses and takes the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Coward. And the 2-2 now is swung on, hit right out in front of the plate. They'll go to first and get the out. 2-3 on the put out for out number 3. And in the 5th, Bears score 1 run. They get a run on 2 hits, an error, and leave the bases loaded. Bears get 1. We go to the 6th. 8-1 in favor of the Bears, and we'll come back after a 60-second break here on Bear TV.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
To work the 6th inning here at Lady Bear Park in an 8-1 game. Lady Bears lead it 8-1 here in game 2. Again, Lady Bears win the first one 10-2 here over Mississippi Delta. Here's Mary Scott Lofton. She's over 2 as she comes to the plate. She will face all 3 pitchers as she's faced Latham, Altamont, and now Grimion for her 3 at-bats. Grimion will throw a ball to her 1-0. She was 0 for 2 against Jensen in the earlier game this afternoon. 1 ball, no strikes to count, and the 1-0 pitch due for Lofton here in the 6th inning. That one hit on the ground right at Brock. Throws to first in time, 1 gone, 6-3 on that put out for out number 1. So Lofton's retired, and Lexi Jones will bat with 1 out. Jones is 0 for 1 with a walk. She walked back in the 4th inning. Comes to the plate here in the 6th as Jensen Grimion will work to her. That one called a strike to Jones. She'll be down in the count, no balls and a strike. Lady Bears go to Pearl River Wednesday. 3 o'clock first pitch for that twin bill down in Poplarville. No balls, a strike. The count to Jones and the 0-1 pitch due. Hit on the ground, deep short. Knocked it down, throw to first, got her. Nice play by Jenna Brock. Brock went in the deep short, knocked it down and threw to first and was able to get Jones for round number 2. Now Anna Carlisle to the plate. So Carlisle will bat with 2 out here in the 6th inning. Now the pitch due Carlisle. Called a strike from Gremion. It's 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Anna Carlisle, and she'll await her 0-1 pitch. Gremion gets the sign and goes to the plate. That one will miss for a ball, and we'll even it at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th, Bears lead at 6-4 at Mississippi Delta in baseball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one fouled to the screen. It will go 1-2 now to Carlisle. So a ball and 2 strikes to Carlisle, and she'll have the 1-2 pitch due her here in the 6th inning. That one fouled to the screen. She will stay alive. Counts 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes for Carlisle, and now the 1-2 pitch due her. One, two, fouls that one back out of play. Count will stay a ball and 2 strikes for Carlisle. So a ball and 2 strikes for Carlisle, and now the 1-2 offering. Swinging strike 3. She'll go down on strikes. And the side retired in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We have played 5.5. Lady Bears lead this one by a score of 8-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here at Lady Bear Park with Lewis Jenkins, the first 2 scheduled for the Lady Bears in baseball action. Looks like Mississippi Delta has runners 2nd and 3rd, with the Bears leading 6-4, nobody out in the bottom of the 7th innings. We'll keep an eye on that one for sure. Of course, don't forget, we'll see Coach Ken Jackson and his Bears Wednesday night when they take on Pearl River. Of course, the announcement was made Thursday here as head coach Ken Jackson announcing he's retiring as head baseball coach of the Bears. That will be effective at the conclusion of this current baseball season for Southwest. The first pitch is a called strike to Lewis. Understand the search for a new baseball coach will begin this coming week. That note coming from athletic director Bill Wallace. No balls and a strike to Lewis. The 0-1 misses and evens the count to her, now at a ball and a strike. So the count even to Mel. She's reached on a fielder's choice and singled twice in this game. She comes to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 1-1 to her. Slaps it to the second baseman. She'll go to first in time on a 4-3 putout. And Lewis is retired for round number 1. And now Morgan Smith will bat for the Bears. Smith will bat in Jenkins' spot, so Morgan Smith will come to the plate for the Bears here in the 6th inning. Smith will bat with 1 out and the bases empty for the Bears to pitch. Misses for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Morgan Smith, and the 1-0 pitch due her. That one called a strike, and it's even to Smith now at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to Morgan Smith, the 1-1 pitch. Misses for ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike as McPherson, who came on in the 3rd inning after that leadoff walk, has been working in this one ever since. 2 balls, a strike to 2-1. Hit hard right at the shortstop, though. Bigby goes to first. A bad throw, and Smith going to reach. E6 will put Morgan Smith on the base pads for the Bears now. And we'll bring Macy Miley to the plate. Miley is 1 for 2. She singled and scored. Jayden Davis batted for her last time, so Miley will bat with 1 on and 1 out here in the Bears 6th. Watching that score in the baseball game, it looks like it's now 1 out. That one hit to right. Grabbing it is the right fielder Jones, and Miley retired for out number 2. So 2 gone, runner at first. And now Ashley Rowland will bat.
The catcher, Ashley Rowland.
Rowland reached on a fielder's choice before Hannah Fuel came on and batted in the 3rd and 5th innings. Now Rowland back in to bat here in the 6th when she re-entered defensively in the 5th. That one misses, and going down to 2nd will be Morgan Smith. So she will move herself into scoring position, and the count 1 ball and no strikes for Ashley Rowland. So 1 ball and no strikes for Rowland, and the 1-0 pitch due her. 1-0 misses for ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes now to Rowland. Delta's tied it at 6 in the bottom of the 6th inning up at Mississippi Delta in the bottom of the 7th. So that game stands tied 6-6. Bottom of the 7th, the 2-0. Swing and a miss by Rowland. It will go 2 balls and a strike to her. So 2 balls and a strike to Rowland, and the 2-1 pitch due her. That one foul to the screen, and the count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count even, Ashley Rowland at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 gone in the 6th inning, and the 2-2 pitch due her. That one misses for ball 3. So 3-2 now to count. So now Rowland will be due a payoff pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch coming. And that's ball 4. So Rowland draws the free pass. And now the Shelby Mason will be the batter. So Mason will bat. I think Mason's batted twice. She's singled and popped up. Pitch called a ball. It's 1-0 to her. 1st and 2nd with 2 out for the Lady Bears here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Popped it up, back out of play, and the count even now at a ball and a strike to Mason. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Mason, the 1-1 pitch. Misses for ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike. So 2 balls and a strike for Mason now in the 2-1 pitch. That one misses for ball 3, and it will go 3 balls and a strike now to Mason. So Mason awaits the 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. Back-to-back walks, and the bases are now loaded for the Bears. And Jenna Brock to the plate. Brock in 4 trips has walked reached on an error, grounded out, and flew out. She bats in the 6th for the Bears. Infield in for Delta, and the first pitch a strike to Brock. She's down in the count 0-1. So no balls, a strike for Jenna Brock, and the 0-1 pitch to her. That one misses for a ball 1-1. Now the 1-1 offering. And that one is swung on and missed for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count for Brock, and she will have the 1-2 pitch to her. That one misses for ball 2, and it's even to Brock now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count even to Jenna Brock at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Brock will have a 2-2 pitch. That one hit to left. That one's going to get caught by the left fielder. Cook grabs that one with the bases loaded back over her head and takes definite extra bases away from Brock. The catch goes out number 3, so in the 6th, no runs for the Bears on no hits, an error, and they once again leave them loaded. Bears left them loaded in the 5th and 6th innings, and we go to the top of the 7th with the Lady Bears leading this one 8-1. They'll try to close it out, and to close it out, it looks like they will once again send Jensen Grimion to the mound, trying to shut this one down for the Lady Bears and complete the sweep of Mississippi Delta. Jenkins, by the way, will re-enter and play third base for the Bears. We look at the game. They are now in the bottom of the 7th. Now they go to the top of the 8th now. So top of the 8th in Delta, 6-6. Bears and Delta in baseball will go to extra innings, tied 6 apiece. So that game headed for extra innings, and we're going to try to close softball out with Jensen Grimion, who worked a scoreless 5th and 6th innings. The Bears will call upon her to pitch the 7th and see if she can shut this one down, and we can get out of here with a softball sweep of Mississippi Delta. Remember, soccer tomorrow, Colin in town, inside Bear Athletics. It's the all-football edition. That comes your way Tuesday night. Wednesday night, it's baseball action with Coach Ken Jackson's Bears and Pearl River. Friday afternoon, there's more soccer on campus. And then Saturday, we're back at Bear Park for a twin bill in baseball.
Number 9, Madison Rain.
They're going to, let's see, Delta going to bring Madison Rain to the plate. She will pinch hit here in the 7th. The first pitch to her will miss for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to count to her. Top of the 7th, Bears trying to close this one out. Southwest trying to go to 11-9 in division play as well. The 1-0 pitch. That's over the head of Roland. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Look at what's ahead for the Lady Bears. Like we said, it's all on the road the rest of the way for the Lady Bears. First, a 2-0 pitch. Excuse me, swing there. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike to count. And we will have the 2-1 pitch too. Grimion will look into that Bear dugout, get the sign. And And that one misses for ball 3, and it will now go 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike to count. And now we get the 3-1 pitch. And that one's called the strike, and it's full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 payoff. As Grimion works. That one misses for ball 4, and she'll walk the leadoff batter. Talk about what's ahead for the Lady Bears on their schedule. They complete this twin bill with Mississippi Delta. Wednesday, they go to Pearl River. Saturday, they're at Northeast. Next Wednesday at East Central. Then the following Saturday at Northwest, they'll throw to first. Back safely there. It's 1 ball and no strikes to the batter in that leadoff spot, Jada Jones. Now the home plate umpire will go to get him a sip of water as the Bears want to talk it over with Coach Anna Price out on the mound. So that's what's left for the Lady Bears. Again, the game's at Pearl River Wednesday. And then Saturday they go to Northeast up in Boonville to play a twin bill. Next Tuesday night, that's a week from Tuesday, Lady Bears in Decatur to play East Central. And then a week from Saturday, April 24th, final regular season games at Northwest Community College. And that's what's ahead for the Lady Bears. 1 ball, no strikes. The count after the meeting, and the 1-0 pitch due from Grimion. Swinging strike that time, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Grimion trying to close this one down for the Lady Bears. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count in the 1-1 pitch due here in the 7th inning. That one's a swinging strike. It's 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes to count. Sophomore afternoon, and boy, it's been a good day for the Bears so far. We can close this one out and take the sweep of Mississippi Delta. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch, swinging strike 3. That's out number 1. So 1 on, 1 out now for Grimion. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts in this one for Jensen Grimion, and the 2-hole hitter will bat. Grimion will look into the Bear dugout and get the sign. The first baseman has struck out. She's singled and been hit by a pitch. They'll go to first. Back safely there. It's 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to count in the 1-0 pitch due. That's a swinging strike and evens it now at a ball and a strike. So the count even, a ball and a strike, and the 1-1 pitch due at the plate. One ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 offering now from Grimion, swinging strike 2. Takes the count now to a ball and 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch due at the plate. Now the 1-2 offering is swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Grimion, and now Morgan Bigby will bat with 2 out and a runner at first. And she will be the last chance for Mississippi Delta here in game 2. So Bigby to bat. She is singled twice and grounded out, 2 for 3 as she comes to the plate in the 7th. That one's off the plate and misses it 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Bigby, and the 1-0 pitch due her. Started this one 3:52. It is 6 o'clock here on the campus of Southwest, a 1-0. That one misses. The throw to second. She'll get in safely. So first and second, and now 2 balls and no strikes. They count for Morgan Bigby. Bigby will await the 2-0 pitch. So 2 balls, no strikes, they count. Now when called a strike, it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike now for Bigby. Boy, a crowd has stayed in this one here in the ballpark on sophomore day. 2 balls, a strike. They count to Bigby in the 2-1 pitch. Fouled that one to the screen. The count even now 2-2. The count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch due. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one misses. They go to the bottom of the 8th now, tied at 6 at Mississippi Delta in baseball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and now Bigby has a 3-2 payoff doer. 3-2 payoff is swung on and fouled down that third base side. And it will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Bigby will have a payoff pitch to her once again. So another payoff pitch for Morgan Bigby. Now the 3-2 payoff. Tapper to the shortstop. Goes to first, gets the out, and that's the ball game. Final pitch at 6:02. It's a 6-3 putout in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left for Mississippi Delta. You look at the line for the Bears, 8 runs for Southwest. They get 8 runs on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. So 8 runs on 10 hits. Bears play errorless ball, and they leave 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the base pads. For Mississippi Delta, they will get 1 run. They get their run on 2, 3, 4 hits. They commit 2, 3, 4 errors defensively, and they leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the base pads. Jade Latham pitches enough to win it. Johnson to lose it. And let's see. It takes 2 hours and 10 would be 2 hours and I think 10 to 2 hours and 7 minutes actually. There you go. 2 hours, 7 minutes to play it. And the Bears will win it 8-1 with the win. Southwest will take their record on the season to 19-11. They will go to 11-9 now in division play. Will the Bears of Southwest, and again the rest of them on the road for the Bears. Bears will head to Pearl River, east to Central in the south, northeast and northwest in the north, and play their final 2 weeks on the road in the 2021 campaign, as they are still fighting for not only seeding in the playoffs, but of course fighting to get back in that race in the top half of that division. Well, thank you for joining us. Coach Shea Johnson is going to go out and talk to his team. Want to one more time recognize Jenna Brock, Jade Latham, Madison Moak, as well as Macy Miley, Shelby Mason, Morgan Smith, Anna Claire Crow, Mackenzie Altamont, Jayden Davis, Hannah Fuel, and Jolie Freeman. They played their final regular season games here at Lady Bear Park this afternoon. We thank them for their commitment and for what a crazy 2 years that those ladies spent here at Southwest Mississippi Community College with COVID-19 and all of the things that happened with last season getting canceled and then coming back and playing such great softball this season. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in later this week. Got a lot of stuff coming up. We got softball. We've got soccer. We've got baseball. We've got Inside Bear Athletics and much more coming up for you here the week ahead. Colin and Southwest in soccer tomorrow. That's our next Bear TV broadcast. Until then, have yourselves a great night. Lady Bears sweep Mississippi Delta, winning 10-2 and 8-1 here at the ballpark on this Sunday afternoon. I'm Benji Embry. Thank you for joining us on Bear TV. This has been an exclusive presentation of Southwest Bear Athletics. We'll see you for soccer tomorrow afternoon.